back to the channel. This is No Luck Trucking. I'm Matt. We just got loaded. So we got a mixed bunch of corrosive hazmat materials. Yeah, I don't really know the best way to strap that. Maybe just put a single strap just for, I don't know, regulation's sake, but this one's 17,000 pounds. We read a bunch of reviews and they were talking about how long this place took to load and there was no bathroom and avoid this place at all costs, so we were a little leery. We were kind of coming up with a backup plan, but overall this really just gets us over to the house is what we need, and it takes us over the weekend. So if we canceled now, we'd be on Friday without a load, and you can hardly get loaded over the weekend. So we decided to just go for it, but it only took like 30 minutes. So, and there was a bathroom inside. It was nice, actually. It was nice and clean and new, fresh. So I don't know, maybe it's outdated reviews, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna get this strapped. I'm gonna put a strap on the front to stop the pallets from moving, I guess, and then no, actually I can't even do that. That's silly, because the bottom E-track is going to be above the product. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to figure it out, and then we'll pick up a little bit later. So this rest area that we're at has about probably like 15 or 20 actual spots, but behind us there is a road directly behind us, then there's a driving lane, and then there's 2 rows of people parked behind there. So this like 20 spot rest area has probably like 50 trucks in it. And then to make it even worse, it's really narrow up front because it's so wide in the back, and then this guy parks right in front of those other trucks. Somehow we managed to have a clear shot in front of us, so we don't have to wake anybody up, don't have to. Yeah, I saw an RV down there, but I should still be able to get out, no problem. But somehow they didn't park directly in front of us, which I'm grateful for, I guess. Yeah, let's go take a look at all of this mess. So, truck there, 2 wide here, driving lane, and then all the way down there. Good times, good times. Oh, I gotta get out here. I gotta finish the pre-trip. I did most of it. Gotta check a few more things, and then we're probably gonna roll. But even at 3 in the morning, it's still so hot. Yeah, 3 in the morning, it's still 85 degrees. Whew. Yesterday it was about 108 for the high of where we picked up. It was about 103 or 4 when we were picking it up, and it was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So outrageous. Well, looks like somebody 2 spots down is trying to leave, and that Kenworth is gonna be in the way. Yeah, so we were ready for a fight on this pickup because Liz read the reviews, and it was not good. There was tons and tons of people talking about there's no bathrooms, you have to blindside in, they make you wait for so long, it takes an hour to get the paperwork. So we were already in a position where like this load lined up so well that we didn't want to lose it, because also if we left, if we gave them the 2-hour ultimatum and we were like, we're out of here, we would have been there on like Friday evening with no load and still in Texas. So we need to get home for like a wedding and some other things that we have planned. So this isn't one that we could just like put our foot down and then leave and then still be in okay shape. So we went in thinking the worst. You know, I was just gonna take a nap, gonna run through the night, didn't even matter. But we get there, they had a bathroom, thankfully, and they got us in and out in like probably realistically like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. It was like an hour before we were out of there, but that's putting on placards, talking to the hazmat department, making sure everything was good on the bills and everything. So definitely blew our expectations out of the water. Now this is going to a performance food group, which I absolutely hate. We dealt with them when we pulled reefer a lot. They're not very fast. There's usually a lumper. It's not a good time, but again, it gets us to New Jersey. It doesn't really matter how long they take, and then we can just make it home straight from there, so we don't have to worry about parking. We don't have another load lined up right after that we have to pick up that we're going to be late for. So we're just going to go in it expecting that they're going to waste a lot of our time, just going to go take a nap or just immediately, you know, go into like editing a video or just something productive instead of sitting up in the front waiting for the light to turn red and then green. And yeah, our last load was just a comedy of bad situations that happened. So we didn't film it because of the type of load that it was, but on the way, it was like 3 in the morning and I'm in the left lane. I'm going to pass a truck who is speed government pretty slow or just going slow in general. And I'm in the left lane passing them, you know, not doing anything crazy, like maybe 67, 68 maybe on cruise control. We're just rolling, and then we crest over this little tiny hill. Now mind you, this is the middle of the desert, so there's no street lights or anything. Crest over this like little tiny hill, and there's a huge tire blowout. So the only piece that's in my lane is laying flat. So I'm like, all right, so I think we can clear with the bumper. It's not going to tear the bumper up anymore. So we go over it. Everything was good. I didn't feel anything on the floorboard, didn't hear anything kick. And then next thing I know, I'm still creeping along trying to pass the truck, and we just started losing speed. So I pin it to the floor. We still cannot just keep up speed. It's dropping speed as I'm going. So I had to let the other truck clear, got to the emergency lane, and got pulled over. The trailer was still a little crooked, but the brakes had completely locked up. So come to find out, the tire chunk flipped, did a somersault, ripped the airlines off of the hanger that were under the trailer, and it smacked the brake line, or the brake chamber hose, hard enough to completely shear it off. So we spent about 2.5 hours, I think, on the side of the road. Got that repaired, got some parts replaced. The guy replaced it. It was a fun time. Then we get to the delivery, and normally they take like less than an hour or so, and they ended up taking almost 6. So I was in there and I was like, guys, we had 5 pallets. Why are we here longer than? So every truck that was there before us and every truck that rolled in after us had come and gone, and we were still sitting there with 5 pallets. It just wasn't a good day. Yeah, and then somehow, so our plan was to like get to the area where the delivery was, and there's a truck stop across the street. So we had reserved a spot, and then we go to get the tag, the reserve tag, and apparently the reservation didn't go through. They didn't have it on there, but it looks like it took the points out, possibly. I'll have to double check and see how many we had before. But so we were already parked in a reserved spot waiting, because, you know, we reserved the spot, but they couldn't find the record of it. So we did the only thing that we could, and we just kind of sat there. Liz stayed up in case somebody came to claim their actual reserve spot, but nobody ever came. Nobody showed up. There was about 5 or 6 reserve spots that didn't get taken. So yeah, thankfully we had that option, I guess. I mean, I guess there was like a Walmart down the street that we could have maybe snuck to, but it was just like a weird situation where everything that could go wrong did go wrong, but we made it through. Everything was good. Then we took the majority of the rest of that day and then up until yesterday, and then we picked up near Denton, Texas. I don't remember the exact city that we picked up in, but it is hot. Even right now, like I said, it's like 84, 85 degrees, and it's 3 in the morning, 2:33, 3:15 in the morning. That green APU was putting in work. It actually was getting pretty cold, but that's kind of one of the features that I love about it is it will kind of cut back the fan speed and the temp. It'll switch to just fan if it's getting really cold and stuff. So, because like before on Thermo King, you know, you just pin it as cold as it'll go and you just hope for the best, but then you go to sleep and the temp drops and then you're just like just a piece of ice by the morning, just frozen in place. All right, enough talking. I gotta get rolling. We gotta get some miles in, get this load moving. I might stop at I can't remember if it's a TA or Petro in Knoxville, and get a birthday dinner. Well, we're here. So there wasn't really much of notes on the way here. Saturday we just had a little birthday celebration at the, what was it, Iron Skillet? Twice. They give us free dessert too, which is awesome. And now we're over here at Roma/Performance Food Service, and it's giving me a little PTSD of the reefer days. So that prime truck that's backing in right now, they pulled in after me, but so we pulled in. There's a bunch of signs that say go park on the road and call this number. Don't, oh no, that guy's gonna hit that other truck. That ain't it. No, don't do it, sir. We need to make sure. Okay, the guy's up in the seat. I was gonna say I need to get out and help this situation, but now the guy's up there. Yeah, that ain't it. That angle is not it. So anyways, let me mind my own business, I guess. Roll up the window so it's easier to hear. Yeah, so we got over here, and it says park on the road and call this number, which, you know, is typical like reefer stuff. And I was like, hey, I need to turn around. I was mid-turn when I saw the signs that say don't turn in here, and she's like, oh, it's no problem. Then she looked back, she was like, oh wait, you're dry, just pull over in this other lane for me instead of turning around. I was like, all right, I can do that. And then we got talking, and she was asking about truck driving. You know, every guard check person has that like subtle desire to drive a truck, but they all have a reason why they don't. Anyways, she's like, I don't know what it is, but it seems like the dry loads get in and out so fast here, but then the cold stuff, they're here all day. I'm like, that's exactly what I want to hear, because we're not trying to stay here all day. And then we talked, you know, I was like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of typical cold storage stuff. They can't just like leave on the dock just anywhere, whereas like the dry stuff, you know, you can unload it and walk away and do whatever you want. All right, I take it back. That guy got it. He got it good. Didn't hit the other truck. Good on him. That angle just was not it. But there's also a bunch of obstacles and stuff, so I gotta go over to door 12. I think that's right around the corner. Just gonna go while you're backing in. All right, easy peasy. Oh, doors are already open. That's right, because they wanted us to put this clipboard back there. I remember coming to these PFG places. Do not like them, but this one worked out really well for the time and everything, so we had to take it, and we just accepted our fate of we might be here all day. But the first place got us in and out so quick. It had a bathroom, like pretty much the opposite of everything the bad reviews said about them. I don't know if I messed up on that approach or not. my best work. Yeah, we got a truck right there. That's not gonna work. We got in the dock. Wasn't the easiest because these vehicles right in front of us just had no room to like move the trailer over a little bit. And to our right, pretty close to the line, is a set of stairs and one of those caution poles. So I was trying to avoid that and still get lined up. We made it. Just a lot of turning back and forth, but now we wait. There's no lights on the dock, so I have no idea how we're gonna know. They didn't take my phone number. They did take Liz's phone number when she called in. Maybe they'll give us a call. Not 100% sure. But we're gonna see. So it is 6:30. Our appointment wasn't until 7. So we'll see how long they take to get us unloaded, and then from here we're just gonna head straight home. We got a wedding to go to. Gotta put on that suit that I bought. Yeah, maybe try the new computer in the GTO, see if it starts it and runs. Just see some family. Liz's brother is, I guess my brother-in-law is down visiting. Over visiting. Whatever, from Colorado. So it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna take a little bit of time off, and man, I do not miss this reefer stuff at all. These crowded places, and then everyone's trying to back in to get their door so that they can hurry up and wait. People parked on the street, 6 to 8 hours of wait time to get unloaded. I don't miss this stuff at all, but luckily the lady said that they're pretty quick. That felt like a dock plate. They're pretty quick with dry stuff, so we're gonna see. Yeah, that's definitely a dock plate for us. Sweet. Well, we're 3 hours and 5 minutes in. We're still waiting. This is kind of what I expected with Performance Food Group. Their performance is very slow. 99% of the time. Alright, 4 hours. That's how long it took. So, pulling away now. I think. Why are we going? Oh, ha! We're not in gear. Alright, we're in gear now. Now we're pulling away. Yeah, so kind of what we expected. Food service or big box retailers and food, never a good time. So this just lined up so well. It paid well. It got us home exactly when we needed to be home. So we knew this going in, but I mean, there's a lot of people that don't understand that any food service is such a trap. As far as like wasting your time and just a whole bunch of nonsense that you have to deal with. So I always tell people, like, if you don't like how Landstar is, like you're sitting too much, or you know, you're getting your time wasted, fire your dispatch. And if you don't get the joke, then you're not at Landstar. All right, we're gonna check out what the gate personnel, and then we're out of here. Alright, we are free from this nonsense. Just want to reiterate, I hate food service and I hate big box retailers. They're the places that will take up your time, and also you have a high chance of not even getting detention. Not that detention is even a drop in the bucket compared to what your time's worth, but you know, it's nice to make them pay something for your time, even though they just chalk it up to a normal business cost.
Turn right on Center Square Road.
Alright, so from here we're pretty much going to take 295 south to 95, and we're going to cut over to 81 and get back to the house. It's a little bit of a drive, but I'm ready. I'm ready to take some time off. We'll probably check in a little bit later on the way down. Alright, we got the truck washed, we got it fueled up, made it to our parking spot, got the AC running, got the APU on, and we're gonna take about a week off or so, a couple days. So I think we're gonna end it off here. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.